Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I received is third spot the award. The scripture comes from Wisdom 19:8. Over this crossed the whole nation, sheltered by your hand, after they beheld stupendous wonders. For they raged about like horses and bound about like lambs, praising you, O Lord, their deliverer. For they were still mindful of what had happened in their sojourn, how instead of young animals the land brought forth gnats, and instead of fishes the river swarmed with countless frogs. And later they saw also a new kind of bird. When prompted by desire, they asked for pleasant foods. For to appease them, quail came to them from the sea, and the punishments came upon the sinners only after forewarnings from the violence of the thunderbolts. For they justly suffered for their own misdeeds, since indeed they treated their guests with the more grievous hatred. For those others did not receive unfamiliar visitors, but there were enslaving beneficent guests. And not that only, but what punishment was to be theirs, since they received strangers unwillingly. Yet these, after welcoming them with festivities, oppressed with awful toils those who now shared with them the same rights, and they were struck with blindness, as those others had been at the portals of the just. When surrounded by yawning darkness, each sought the entrance of his own gate. For the elements in variable harmony among themselves, like strings of the harp, produce a new melody, while the flow of music steadily persists, and this can be perceived exactly from a review of what took place. For land creatures were changed into water creatures, and those that swam went over on the land. Fire in water maintained its own strength, and water forgot its quenching nature. Flames, by contrast, neither consumed the flesh of the perishable animals that went about in them, nor melted the ice-like, quick-melting kind of ambrosial food. For every way, O Lord, you magnified and glorified your people. Unfailing, you stood by them in every time and circumstance. Okay, so in this message, God is saying third time's the charm, basically, okay? Because the message is third spot the award. So this is for somebody. You have been trying at something over and over and over again. You have put forth a lot of effort to fulfill whatever this is that you want. And finally it has come into fruition. Finally it has come about. Finally you can actually see it, you can feel it, you can taste it. And yeah, God is saying that this is by his doing. Just as the chastisement you receive, the punishment you receive, heartache and pain that you receive that because of your doing. However, because of your doing, you are also now receiving blessings from God. And that's the message, okay? God is saying that don't forget about what he has taken you through. You know, just like sometimes we get upset when we have to go through bad relationships or when we have heartbreaks. But God allows us to receive, or not exactly receive, but to be in certain relationships, not because he wants us to be heartbroken and sad, and because he wants us to be with someone that is not meant for us, but because he wants us to know what it feels like to be in a bad relationship, so that when he does send us to the person we're meant to be with, we know what it feels like to be in a good one. And that's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.